Welcome to One Word a Day. I'm Sophie, your pilot into the universe of Chinese. Today's animal character is Mao. Okay, Mao is Chinese cat. And this cat icon is made of, this wild animal figure, which is the head of the wild animal. So this two stripes probably depicts the eye from the side view, because yeah, I guess most of the animals, their eyes are not like frontal, like humans. They are on the side, so they have better peripheral vision, I guess. And then the legs of the animal and this cat share the same four-leg wild animal symbol as leopard. And I guess Chinese view cat is in a similar category as that, speedy animal type. Okay, so the difference that make it a cat, make it a more domesticated animal, is we have the farm field over there, and we have the little plants growing up from the farm field. So this circle with a quadrant inside is farm field, because Chinese farmland are cut into smaller family household unit sizes. So it's not one big piece of land. If you see one, like the country, the concept of the country is a whole frame of that. That's like the whole land owned by one owner, which is the ruler of the country, ancient times. And when you see this box, means a space or farmland. Quartered, that means it cut into smaller pieces. So it's household run units. Then this trident shape, two of them, means a cluster of multitudes, right? That's upward, sun-facing, growing upward, and also only the visible part. You don't see the depiction of the roots of the plant. It's only the visible part, and that's our plant symbol. Together with this land, that means small, young plants, just barely there. There's growing up, showing up in the farm field. So I guess these miao, it's pronounced as miao, depicts the new crop start to grow in the farm field. It's early stage of the crop. Therefore, we have the farm field up there. So why cat and this wild animal symbol, this a mammal, I guess you can regard it as a mammal animal, four-leg, pretty agile, with farm field. My guess is the cat in its initial stage would be some sort of wild animal out there in contact with human living by getting into the farm field, because cat probably back then is a different form, but they probably catch mouse or something, right? And that's probably helpful for the farming. So cats started around human activity, starting from the farm field, because of course, farm field is kind of a human domesticate wild plants. And we have this cat come into the scene because from a cat perspective, this plant, even if it's domesticated by humans, for humans' purpose, it's still plants, right? So they're looking out for their prey in the farm field is their legit need, right? Their domain. And the farm field become this encountering space between humans, farmland space, and cats' hunting ground. So this probably is where cat was observed. Therefore, we depict cat with this farming young crops growing in the farm field. Okay, so a few things to say. In English, we mark the sound of the cat as meow, right? We depict how cats make a sound, how cats lingual, only one vocabulary over there, which is meow. And it amazingly coincide with Chinese depiction, which sound almost exactly the same. Because the right side of this cat symbol is meow, pronounced as meow rising tone. And Chinese, we just replace this cat animal body with this pronunciation or speaking function. So we know this cat animal body was omitted, like not shown on the frame, but it's implied over there because it's related to farm field. And then we have its speaking sign on the next to it. So that means it's the cat's lingo and pronounced as meow. Meow, we make it into flat tone because meow by itself, the farm field pronounced as meow, but the mao is flat tone, right? So it makes sense to keep the sound of meow and the tone of mao together. It becomes meow, and it happened to just sound like a meow in English. When I learned how dogs lingo sound, it's like, bummer, it's totally different. And you have to train yourself to remember how English pronounce dog's word versus Chinese I'm used to growing up. So that's one culture shocker. Like, really? That's how English depict how dog makes sense? Okay. Anyways, 躲猫猫 is another one. It's a Chinese way to say hide and seek, probably because cats have this unique feature of getting into their own place and disappear from you. And so if you find out where the cat is, that became a game name, right? 躲猫猫 means 躲 means hide. And then 猫猫 is the feature of how the cat would hide away. You would like, the winner would be more like a cat. You successfully escape people's supervision, right? Out of sight. Okay, and the last one is 猫腰. So, okay, in yoga, we have the cat-cow pose, right? And Chinese capture that as well. So we depict the way your spine bulges as the type of movement from the cat. So we say 猫腰 is like you're kind of become super bendy on your spine, and so that you can pass through a lower clearance space. And so that's how Chinese tell if you have to bend over forward, that will be 猫腰. Okay, that's how Mao is related to our culture. Thank you for your time. See you another day.